Hi, my name is Julie Carignan. I'm a French Canadian person. Got diagnosis. I got my diagnosis in actually last year, May 2022. So, I mean, when I got my diagnosis, I remember back then, not a lot of information was provided about the cholangiocarcinoma, this rare disease. And obviously, when I got this sad news, it was even harder because none of it was translated into French. So in 2022, I needed like a lot of support and help, but the only information that I got from the clinical team was about how to manage the next step, and I was not able to understand um, the way I needed what was happening with my body and myself. So yeah, it would have been nice to have that information complete and also, in my language as well. After I met the clinical team and I found out that I had this disease, one of the things that happened to me, who I believe was probably the most important thing and the thing that helped me the most, was to find the cholangiocarcinoma foundation on the web. And thank God this foundation exists because cholangiocarcinoma is a rare disease and not a lot of people know about it. And I remember that specific day. It was probably one of the nicest day through this process. Just being able to share what was happening with me, um, knowing and finding that I was not the only one, and also all the resources, all the generosity this foundation is giving us to help us to have like a mental strength, the knowledge, all those precious information about who does what and what's going on with their treatments, and what are the tricks to make it easier. Having all that information on a Canadian web page is probably, for me, and I'm thinking probably most of the patient think the same way. We've been told by everyone that, it's rare disease. There's not a lot of information. Sometimes, some studies are missing. We don't know who we should talk to. Which doctor is the champion, the one that wants to do research on this disease, and what are the treatments available. Having this page for Canadian patient, and considering that sometimes, the government are not doing the same way here than it does it elsewhere, can be very frustrating. And having this dedicated page will help patient to have a quicker access, a better understanding what they should be doing, and who they should talk to, and what they should do to improve what's going on with them. And also having this information available for the families, I mean, the people that surrounds us, and to allow them to have access to the information so they can understand what you go through, is probably the nicest thing that could happen to all the patient that goes through that. It's very important for us. So I hope it's gonna help everybody that goes through the exact same thing that I am.